see them as disenfranchised from like corporate culture, nationalism, and just basically culture in general, and not understanding where their place is in the world. And a lot of them turned to hooting and you know, just self-destructive behaviours and stuff like that. And I just wanted to sort of document some of that in a more subversive, fun way. But is there any particular pieces you have any questions about or anything like that there? I can give you a rundown if you still want to talk, Nick.
This one here, my favourite.
Which one is it?
The one beside the fried there.
This
The
here?
one on the right, yeah.
Oh, that there's a Rossville Flats. That there was taken from Lowry. C.S. Lowry is a famous sort of industrial era type painter, done a lot of stuff with the working class and stuff. So I thought the reference was strong there, putting working class life onto the bog side and representing you know, some of the Lee symbolism that you see on the walls, IRA, F the Brits, Green Area Corner with the tricolours. I find that the tricolours and Celtic tops in general are good tropes. Now, all the young people listening here that don't really know what tropes mean. Tropes is like wee elements you put into a drawing, or like it can be symbolic and symbolising other things. And to me, Celtic symbolises that you've gone wrong and how culture has sort of been subverted and destroyed. And that way, by like, you know, banging the national tropes against the globalist schematic, which could be sort of summarised as a selling Celtic tops as a corporate, you know, entity. But anyway, that's the go-to deep on it. But this here was the Rossville Flats as well, and that there's just another picture of the Rossville Flats, which is basically just taking some colour and injecting onto the grey background of the bog side. And over here you can see some of those other tropes as well with like WKD bottles. For me, they're another symbol of the youth gone wrong. How you know, when I grew up, we were getting on the sesh culture when we were kids, 15, 16 and stuff. I used to see WKD bottles everywhere, and then they kind of became synonymous with like, you know, the youth having their heads up their jacksie. And that there's free old pose. That's just basically a word play on POW. And we've got pose stuck on there, no attacking the funny. But again, as the current thing goes with all the pieces, it's all about youth culture and how they're lost. This is a lot of Republicans, staunch Republicans in the time. Pick this one, Ayajima, is sort of pro-republicanism, but it's actually not. It's taking the subject of Ayajima and turning it on its head. So it's kind of like called lost romance because that's a time of Republicans and nationalism that seems to be lost now, just like Ayajima and Americans invading in other countries from afar. Over here we've got Up the Ra. This is from watching like TV and 18 and stuff like that, and being very exposed to corporate entities and like symbolism. Like you would play TV at home, and then you would go out and see a riot in the street, and sometimes those lines were blurred between what we were seeing on the TV is like fun kid stuff, and then what you're seeing on the street, and how ideology kind of changes and like romanticizes some of these things. It's a difficult thing to get across, but it's basically about propaganda and how we grew up with like Up the Ra and stuff like that, and those lures being blind. But this is a Banksy rip-off. You can say it's an old day, but it's really a rip-off, I suppose. And that's again taking the tropes of Burberry hats, which are synonymous with chav culture, and the heart as a symbol of peace. And then of course the authoritarian figure, the RUC officer peering down over the youth. And then this was one here. This is the 9/11. I call it 1916 because it's about the polarization between Islam and Catholicism. And I thought what better way to inject Catholicism into the polarization of Islam than put the cathedral in there along with the 9/11 towers. And that is another just one reference in art history with again the tropes of the WKD bottles, the bauxite in the background, and the anonymous nature of the Mona Lisa. Having no identity, I thought that's also synonymous with IRA, how they wear masks and they have no identity. Basically fried again, the chaff culture, the symbol on his forehead saying no provos, and then the Nike Air Max being that corporate symbol of chaff culture. And again, the punishment bittens. And this one here I particularly like, which is Edward Hopper. And Edward Hopper drew pins of people in very lonely, isolated places where they were kind of lost and not so much figures of deep relationships and stuff. And I thought that the local alcoholics were very synonymous with being lonely. And I thought it was very good to stick them as an Edward Hopper pin. Also get some shits and giggles too, because they are kind of subversive and they make you laugh. We shouldn't be laughing at times. But basically that's most of the pieces tied up. Again, the enjoy your fried head. It's just a corporate corporatization of Coca-Cola, mixing with the says culture. And then this one here, Session Addiction, I thought I'd put these two playing off each other because if you remember back in the 90s, Sega and Nintendo had a great rivalry, and I think the great rivalry between says culture is between the Session Addiction. So I put the synonymous corporate logos of Sega and Nintendo juxtaposed against each other to have that there feeling as well going off. And then, yeah, basically Arlene Walhart subverting Arlene Foster with like the likes of Jackie Onassis and Andy Warhol paintings where we get this kitsch burnt over an image where the lipstick isn't quite on the lips and stuff like that. Just like Andy Warhol done with his pop art, he wanted to do sort of unclean and not professional because that was talking about the garish nature of celebrity. And that's what I was trying to do with Arlene Foster because she has a garish nature of celebrity. But anyway, we've done the same with the soot cans, Andy Warhol and the cans of soot. We wanted to create that repetition he talked about growing up when he was a child, how he was always fed Campbell's soup and it drove him mad with insanity that he began drawing repetitious pins off Campbell's soup. And for me, that's what I grew up on, seeing my uncles drink Stagger Lager all the time, and I thought the repetitious nature of that there would be really fun to put in the picture. But yeah, basically that's about basically all the pictures there. And then over here we've got all these here guys here doing their butt. This is just like witness art of like actual, you know, actual people and the life. It's not so much giving the juxtapositions and the subverting the nature of the works, but just showing more reality as it is. And there's all the local alcoholics and some people I've partied with this man for a long time myself as well. He's an old friend. And Gutsy, of course, has passed away there, as did Jimmy Brawley, great legend. I thought at one time I thought maybe I shouldn't put them on the work because it would be a bit sensitive, but I thought they're celebrated and loved so dearly locally, I thought why not put them on. But basically that's a rundown. Oh, my friend Don asked him to do a piece for the exhibition. I thought he would be great. Me and him were rivals in school. He was always better than me. But as we're older, we celebrate each other's work and stuff and back each other up. But Don is a great artist, hey, and he needs a few breaks. And if he's going to give him a look up on Instagram, I'd really advise you to do so. But folks, I'm really nervous doing this here, so I think I'm going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you enjoy the work, and if you have any questions, come ask me, please do so.